Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and yes, we are going with this again. I'm taking a break from recording Yakuza 0 because I have recorded a tone, and well, this got released. I honestly haven't even had a clue that it was going to be released. Like, it just popped out on Steam Store, and yeah, on the day I got paid actually. That was Destiny. Anywho, Sakura MMO free. Let us get to it. Let's see what the third installment from the MMO franchise got for us. Exactly. If you told me 6 months ago that I'd become the most feared dark witch in the land, I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, coming from me, I guess nobody will believe that, considering that I'm a man. And a man can become a witch. And unfortunately, I can't really become a wizard anymore. Anyway, my name was Kotone, and I used to work in a law firm in Japan. If I was feared in a certain sense, I was still an average woman with an average job. I seriously feel like if there is no voiceover, it should be written like, you know, her name was Kotone, she used to work in law firm in Japan. Also, I prefer if it's called company, but whatever. Same as I prefer if we call a movie and not a film. Okay, the other way I could have become a dark witch was in the realm of video games. And that's exactly what happened. I became addicted to an MMO called Asaph Online. In Asaph, I was only known as Viola, and I was regarded as one of the strongest players. We know that already. I owned hundreds of powerful items. I mastered the most complex of spells, and nobody could beat me in a fight, terror or otherwise. In Asaph, I was unstoppable, just like a goddess. Wait, can a witch be a goddess? I feel like those two can't go together, but never mind. But that was only an Asaph, and Asaph wasn't real. Well, about that. For I often dreamed of stepping into Viola's shoes and leaving my dual life behind. I knew such thought was nothing more than a fantasy. Video games, no matter how beautifully rendered the graphics, aren't real. How dare you? They can never be real. How dare you? At least that was what I thought, until a strange force drew me into the world, which had captivated me for so long. One day I woke up inside Asaph, in a homestead I'd furnished so lovingly. I thought Asaph was a dream, but I was wrong. It was unquestionably real. And so were the people who lived in it. Witches, darklings, werewolves, and all. Inside Asaph, I assumed the role of my character, Viola. That's what everyone calls me now, unless I'm wearing a disguise, which I often do. My reputation inside the real Asaph is just as far-reaching as it was in Asaph Online, and everyone's afraid of me. Everyone, that is. Save for the loyal members of my harem. I mean party. First, there is Neve, my reliable mate. Neve is a darkling, a demonic race, and she's fairly skilled with magic herself. She's unquestioningly... unquestioningly loyal, and she does everything I ask of her, and more. I'm fond of my peculiar mate, for she can be a bit too... possessive at times. Next, there's Fion, a twitchy thief who tried to swindle me out of my money in the Raspberry Forest. I was able to see through her schemes, and I took her back to my castle to punish her for her deceit. Yeah, let's put more word her in one sentence. She resisted at first, but after I helped her save her older sister, she warmed up to me. Finally, there's Ellery, a stern but beautiful knight who used to guard the city of Moutier. Ellery isn't a native resident of Asaph like Neve and Fion. She's a normal human who used to live in Japan, like me. I know why Ellery and I were brought to Asaph in the beginning, but it didn't bother me. I was content to simply enjoy myself, exploring the land, speaking with Asaph's colorful residents, and taking on various quests at the Adventurers Guild. After a run-in with the Witch Gardenia, however, I learned what my true purpose is. I know why I, Ellery, and dozens of other hapless humans who were not so fortunate as us were brought here. There is trouble brewing on the horizon, and only we can stop it. The evil goddess Viola is plotting to escape from the underworld, where she was sealed, to bring about an end to the Asaph for good. So basically you mean they are shutting the game? The crops will die, the rivers and seas will run dry, and the sky will turn black. Famine, disease, death will stalk the land, and nobody will be able to stop her. As the ancient Asaphian legend says, Viola, once a goddess of life and fertility, cannot be defeated by anybody who was born in Asaph. Maybe they don't try hard enough. Only those summoned to the Asaph from outside realms can deal with her fatal blow. That's what Gardenia told us, but there is, of course, a catch. Nobody, not even the omniscient Witch Gardenia, knows where the entrance to the underworld is. The information has long since been lost, and without it, it would be impossible to challenge the goddess. Huh. Fortunately, there is a library in Asaph which contains all the information in the world, known simply as the Forbidden Library. In this library there should be a book that details where the gateway to the underworld is. Seriously? Armed with this knowledge, me and my ragtag party should be able to ambush the goddess and defeat her before she can carry out her scheme. However, the Forbidden Library lives up to its foreboding name. It's situated on a crescent island, which is far from the mainland and surrounded by sharp rocks. Few have gone to Crescent Island and lived to tell the tale. Crescent Islands. I'm curious about that goddess. How might she look? Alright. One thing I'm actually certain about, she will not be flat. I'm sure about this one. I'm super sure about this one. Why, you ask? Well, if you followed Wing Cloud history, you would know what kind of characters they never ever have in their games. Was that a spoiler alert? Maybe. But I don't know if someone is as weird as I am to go through all of those games. Anyway. Hey, in case you wonder, playlist in the description. All of them. Anyway. I'm rather skeptical myself, but Gardenia seems convinced of its existence. If Gardenia had enough magical knowledge to summon Ellery and I into the world of Asaph, I don't doubt that she's right about this too. I don't know where Crescent Island is, but I'll do my best to find it. Wait, what? How do you know this? I thought you knew everything about Asaph. Like you checked out every single corner of it. So it's not like that in the end, huh? Anyway, that's why I purchased a boat. It's a fine vessel made of polished wood with a wide deck. I don't know very much about boats, but for its price, I'm sure it will be reliable. Normally large boats like this need an equally large crew to man them, but I'm no normal woman. I am, and I flatter myself, a very talented mage. I can use my magical powers to keep the sails of my boat forever full of wind. Or, you know, you could do something tricky with that amulet from the first Sakura MMO we got to. Just summon a goddamn, you know, skeletons that were a crew, pirate crew or whatever crew, ship crew, and, you know, they will do that war. My fellow crew members don't need to lift a finger to help me, and even if they wanted to, they couldn't. Neither Fion nor Ellery know any magic, and never has been too preoccupied making our meals and keeping the boat clean to help. The four of us have been at sea for almost a week, and we still haven't seen Crescent Island, but I won't give up. I know I'll find it eventually. I have to. The fate of the world hangs in the balance, and I might be the only person who can set things right. We've never been and by sight, I'm sure I can do it. We're all determined, focused, and motivated. Nothing will stop us. At least that's what I'd like to believe, but... Whoa. And I'm not thinking of Fion here. Oh, well, also whoa. But damn, it's tight over there. Alright, it really is a lovely day. It seems like certain members of my party aren't taking this quite as serious as I'd hoped. Fion, the blonde thief girl with the fast fingers, you know, because she's a thief, is looking out at the ocean, shielding her eyes from the sun with one hand. Fion spent much of her life without home. She had to steal from strangers so she could eat, and she lived on the streets for years. She was forever alert, wary of danger. And now she's lying on the deck of the boat, tanning. Even though she's tanned already. As for her clothes, well, she's wearing nothing but her undergarments and a wide, goofy smile. It's not like Fion wears all that much in general, she seems to have some sort of vendetta against clothes, but now I can see even more of her than usual. It's not like I'm opposed to cute, scantily clad girls lounging about in the sun, but aren't there better things she could be doing with her time? I mean, probably not really. I'm not disappointed but not surprised to see Fion wasting her time like this. But it's the girl like next to her that really startles me. If I didn't know it better, I think the sea air's making me hallucinate. Well, luckily enough, it's not doing that. But no, there is no doubt about it. The girl lying next to Fion is Ellery. Like Fion, Ellery is wearing nothing but her swimsuit. Underwear. I guess when it comes to the looks, I can't complain. Hey, they're certainly attractive and well endowed too. Yeah, especially Ellery over here. The way the sunlight plays across their long legs and flat stomachs is particularly appealing. They sure make a nice version from the flat blue sea and the flat blue sky. And flat other stuff, no, because it's better like this. You know what we have here. Now, which of them is cuter? Oh, come on! Oh, you bastards! Oh, how dare you! Viola is the best, sorry, but it's a fact. Ah, I hate to hate. Alright, alright, I'm by the way, as previously, I'm actually writing the answers down. Because I have to. For I doubt I will be able to the one to post the guide again. I posted the one for Sakura MMO 1, but for 2 I was not quite there with the timing. Well, anyway, let's go with this one. Both so cute. Ah, they're both attractive. I can't decide. Viola. I mean, from my point of view, it will be Viola still. There's a reason why I recruited these two girls to join my party. Other than their admittedly impressive fighting skills, pretty girls really are the best. Wow, you don't say. You don't say. This is worth this. They are even more nourishing than miso soup and just as good for the soul. But I can't let myself stand here, gulping. What in the world are they doing? Hey, Ellery, aren't you enjoying yourself? What? I do feel a bit guilty about lying here doing nothing. Well, Viola never worked so hard. That's right, she should feel guilty. I'll be sure to give her a piece of my mind later. But sometimes it's nice to relax. That's what I said, you push yourself too hard, Ellery. Do you really think so?
You're always training for your sword, night and day, even though there are no enemies for us to fight. It's gonna put me on the edge.
But I need to keep practicing. I can't afford to let my skills get rusty. Not when we need to face the goddess.
Oh, let's not talk about the goddess now. She's hanging over this whole trip like a bad smell.
You know that this isn't just a trip. We're not going on a holiday. We need to go to the Forbidden Library, so...
We can find where the entrance to the is and beat up that wicked goddess. I know that, but if we let ourselves stress out too much, we'll never get anything done. If you think about things too much, you'll paralyze yourself with nerves, and then you won't be able to do anything to help anyone.
What the hell is going on? She's actually speaking something wise over here.
Well, you might be right. I know I'm right, that's why I asked you to come sunbath with me. I thought it might cheer you up.
You think I need cheering up?
Yeah, you've been looking super serious this last week, and you had this scary glint in your eyes. I figured you needed somebody to help you calm down.
And you wanted to help me?
That's right, I can't stand seeing people who are too serious. It breaks my heart.
But I thought you hated me.
Well, I hated what you did to my sister, but I never said I hated you. That was a while ago now, and well, I'm willing to bury the hatchet if you are. Now that we're teammates and we're on this crazy life or death mission, we need to work together.
What the hell is going on?
If we don't learn to support one another, we'll never get anywhere. We'll just end up going around in circles.
No, like, seriously, where did all that wisdom come from?
At least that's what I think.
You might have a point. Thank you, Fionn. I'm starting to feel a bit better. The sea breeze really is pleasant. I wonder why I never noticed it before. Despite, please, equip some freaking bikini, girl. Despite their scanty appearances, this is quite pure scene indeed. I was going to scold Ellery and Fionn for being lazy, but Fionn's right. Ellery does push herself hard. I should probably let her relax. I don't want her working herself into an early grave. Now. Fionn and Ellery have been accounted for, but I wonder what Neve is doing. I wonder. Maybe I'll pay her a visit. Will you? Or will you not? I have no saying in this, so I would go. It takes me a little while to find my trustful roommate. She isn't on the deck, and neither is she in the kitchen. I can't find her in the communal bedroom either. In fact, she's in my private bedroom, which happens to be the largest room on this boat. Neve's busy making my bed. She's so focused she hasn't noticed me. I watch her fluff my pillows for a few months, marveling at how shaped and textured her movements are before I decide to make my presence known. Ahem. Neve jumps, her cheeks turning pink.
Milady, I didn't know you were here.
And I didn't know you were here either. Are you cleaning my room for me, my little maid?
Yeah, that's right. I know I should have made your bed earlier. I had so many other tasks to attend, it slipped my mind. First I had to make breakfast, got and sold some fish Fionn caught this morning, and then...
It's alright, Neva. You don't need to detail every single thing you've done today. I know how hard you work.
Oh, Milady, thank you very much for your understanding. I'll do my best to make myself useful.
You already make yourself useful. You're the most indispensable member of my crew.
Milady, do you really mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't. At least you're not lying on the deck, sunbathing, like other people.
Oh, are you talking about Fionn?
Neve sighs and shakes her head.
That girl is alone to herself. She hardly ever does the work, and when she does, it's begrudgingly. If she weren't so important to you, Milady, I would have made her walk the plank for her insolence.
Wrong. Now we're talking like a real pirate, Neve.
Oh my! I didn't mean to sound like one of those violent, bloodthirsty criminals. I suppose being on the sea for too long has started to get me.
Don't worry about it too much. I found a certain amount of bloodthirstiness. Rather charming.
You do?
It makes for a nice contrast with your frothy dress and good manners. To answer your other question, though, yes, Fiona was sunbathing, but she wasn't alone.
No, you don't mean.
That's right. Ellery was with her too, though how Fiona was able to persuade her, I'm not quite sure.
But why would Ellery lie down with Fiona of all people? I thought they hated each other.
So did I. But like you said, we have been on the sea for quite a while. Perhaps it's started to influence Ellery too.
How peculiar. I would expect Fiona to slack off. That's all she's good for. But Ellery, she's always so serious. What a conundrum.
Never cracks her knuckles together like... Fuck, I can't. I did it before. Ah! The expression on her face can only be described as ominous.
Would you like me to have a word with them, milady? I can be quiet. Persuasive.
Yeah, we are well aware of that.
When I want.
And on top that, Neve's mild manner and polite most time, but she has quite a fearsome temper. She is planning on hitting half my crew with a bolt of magic, is she? Neve's impulse control goes out of the window when she loses her cool. And I don't want her blowing a hole in the side of my brand new ship. Whoa, sorry. Don't worry about them, you don't need to display them.
But they're not going their wave. It does the fair lady that you should strain your stamina to its limit to keep the ship afloat when these ungrateful girls are doing nothing to help you.
Well, but there's nothing they can do to help me. They don't know any magic.
Then they could help me clean your chamber or aid with the cooking.
Fiona catches fish. Ellery has been training night and day so that she can fend off any we might encounter.
Alright, maybe they have me doing nothing, but it's still not enough. I can't forgive them for relaxing at a time like this, not when the fate of the world rests on our shoulders. I'm going to go to deck right now, and give them a good scolding. They are exploiting your lightness and making a mockery of you.
Oh, you sweet girl. Do you really think I never let them make a mockery out of me? Huh?
Well, no, but...
There, you see, there's nothing to worry about. In fact, I think you might be able to learn something from Fiona's conduct, my dear little mate.
Excuse me?
Neve stares at me, her lips pursed into a line. You know, drop your clothes, put a bikini, and go sunbath as well.
With all due respect, milady. Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look like I'm joking?
No, but...
Neve draws in a breath and puffs out her chest.
What could I possibly have to learn from Fiona, who lounges around like a cat and only works when prompted? Maybe I'm blind, but I fail to see what's so admirable about her behavior. You don't really think she's better than I am, do you? Well...
Gee, I think I've stepped on a landmine here. Neve is so touchy about things like this. How should I comfort her? Oh boy, I like all cute girls equally. Of course I like you more, Neve. Fiona's a lot of fun to play with. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't like those choices. I don't like choices at all. Choices. Alright. If I say I like you more, I wanna look this. Why am I thinking with roots? You know what? Let's do like whatever. Let's do this one. Technically, I would still answer I like Viola the most. Obviously, but yeah. Let's go. I like all cute girls equally, whatever. Of course, I like all cute girls equally. It isn't the case of me liking Fiona more than you, or you more than her. You're both adorable in different ways.
I know if I should feel happy about it or not, but I do feel somewhat better now.
Whew.
Thank you for your reassurance, milady.
I like you a lot, Neva, but I think you work yourself too hard.
There's no such thing. I'm proud to serve you, milady. I would never forgive myself if I gave you less than 100% devotion at all times.
And that is a pretty to say, but what about your health, Neva?
My health is unimportant.
Huh? But what would happen if you got sick from pushing yourself too much? That would benefit neither of us.
Well,
The pauses she swallows, reconsiders.
I guess that would be inconvenient.
It wouldn't be a mere inconvenience. I'd worry about you. I worry about you enough as it is already. I look Neva over. For she seems as pristine and perfect as ever. That's only at a surface glance. A close look reveals that Neva's posture is slightly hunched. Her skin tints thickly green, and there are dark bags beneath her eyes. Neva hasn't been getting enough sleep. She spent last week flitting to and fro, forever occupying herself with work, quiet, unable to sit down and be still. She thinks she's doing me a favor, but in reality, she's just making herself ill. I think you can let yourself relax every once in a while. Neva, if you don't, you really will get sick.
I don't feel sick. I'm as fit as fiddle.
I'm pleased to hear it, but your face says otherwise. Now, why don't you sit down with me for a few moments?
Oh no, I won't waste your time, milady.
It isn't a waste of time. I'm offering because I care about you, Neva, and I don't want you to collapse. Now, come, sit with me. Let's enjoy one another's company. Unless that is, you don't want to spend time with me.
Oh no, that isn't it at all. I love spending time with you, milady. I love it more than anything.
I knew that would work. Manipulate Neva is so easy. Very good. Now, are you going to sit with me? That is, if you still have strength enough to walk.
Of course. Nothing would give me a greater pleasure.
Wait, what? Really? I think there are some things, but let's not mention it. Neva takes a seat beside me on the bed. For she's no longer on her feet, she still does look relaxed. Her fingers are clenched to fists, and her tail, which protrudes from the back of her dress, is twitching uneasily. Oh, Neva, you still look so on edge.
I'm sorry, Billy, but I just can't help it. How can I relax knowing what we've been charged with?
Are you talking about the fallen goddess Iona?
That's right.
Neva shudders upon hearing the goddess' name. I can't say I blame her. The goddess Iona would scare anybody in Asaph. But she has closer ties to the Darklings than any other species. As the stories go, the goddess Iona helped create life on Asaph, alongside her husband, Aaron. Aaron was a human, and he created all humans in his likeness. Wait, what? What? If he was a... What? Wait, what? Iona, meanwhile, was a Darkling, and the Darkling race was born from her imagination. Wait, if he created all humans, then how was he a human? What? No. Whatever. Whatever. Let's not get into the logic of this. The Darklings and the humans lived in peace for many years, as did Iona and Aaron, until one day, when the once loving couple had an argument. You do the dishes! No, you do the dishes! War! After their argument, Iona was banished to the underworld, while Aaron was allowed to live in the paradise with the rest of the gods. Wait, what? Okay, that argument. What did it lead to exactly? Something bad happened because of the argument or whatever? Also, gas suck, I guess. Anyway, that's why the Darkling race is revived throughout Asaph. Bastards. It's widely believed that, as the progeny of the cursed goddess Iona, all Darklings are inherently twisted and wicked, and they will one day bring the world to ruin. Well, that's just what people say.
It just seems so impossible. How can we ever hope to defeat a goddess? And not just any goddess, but one of the original creator gods of Asaph.
I'm sure there's a way. If this was... So, that iron guy was a human or a god in the end? God damn it. Gardenia wouldn't have entrusted it to us if it was any possible that. She might be an infuriating woman. No, she isn't. But she's shrewd. And I doubt she'd pick a fight she can't win.
I know, and I've been trying to tell myself that, but I can't be there confident. When I start thinking about the goddess, I get so scared I know what to do. That's why I will get myself busy with all these tasks. I want to distract myself, but it's not enough. Whenever I'm idle, I can hear the goddesses falling whispering to me.
This is another sign of being a Darkling. Yuna is able to communicate with all members of the Darkling species, and her voice grows louder and louder the nearer the day of her full resurrection dawns. I don't know what Neva's going through because the goddess's weak whispers can't reach me. But judging by the bugs beneath Neva's eyes, it's placing quite a strain on her health. And what has the goddess been saying to you, Neva?
Oh, the same as always. That soon the end will be upon us. Sometimes she tells me there's no point trying to fight it. That she's going to purge all pain and suffering to the world. And those who try to stop her are the true villains.
It sounds like this so-called goddess is projecting. You shouldn't pay her any heed.
I tried not to, but it's hard when her voice exists inside my head. I can't shut it out. It's driving me mad.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'll do my best to help you. I won't let you suffer alone. As Neva's mistress, it's made to cheer her up when she feels down. What can I do to ease her anxieties? Give her a massage, pat her on the head. Oh, come on. We are going with the massage option, of course. That's right. We are going with this one. You have a little tension in your shoulders. I think a massage is in order. I work my fingers against Neva's back, trying to ease the knotted muscles beneath the surface of her skin. How does it feel? Is it any good? I mean, I maxed out my massage stats. Skill, actually. Neva sighed softly and I grin. I'll take that as a yes then. My smile widening, I continue to work my fingers up and down Neva's back. Whilst massaging her, I press my lips against Neva's ear and whisper softly. If you ever feel like this, it's too much. You can always talk to me. I'm here for you. Don't forget that.
But I just didn't want to bother me lately. Not when you have so much work to do already. You must be stressed, enough as this, and want to make things worse.
Oh, you silly little thing. You're not adding to my worries. In fact, I worry more when you bottle up your feelings. Now just lean back and join my fingers against your skin on your shoulders. Yep, it's really an innocent massage on the shoulders. I reach around Neva's body and cup her breasts in my hands.
Yeah!
Neva squeals cutely, her face burning bright red.
Milady, what are you doing?
Oh, you know what she's doing. Isn't it obvious? I'm giving you a more intense massage.
But why? What do you deserve such attention?
You always deserve my attention, Neva. You're utterly adorable. Far too adorable for your own good, as a matter of fact. I press a gaze against Neva's neck, which procures a brief moan from her parted lips. All the while, my finger continued to cup and massage her plump breasts. They are so large. I feel the palms of my hands completely, and they are so soft too. This is almost addictive. The more I talk her, the harder. Alright, how about I skip this part? Neva moans, her back arching, and I grin. That's how good that massage is. Are you enjoying this, Neva?
I can't.
Yeah, that's right. Moan more for me? It's been a while since I last played with your body, hasn't it? It's been so dreadfully gloomy and serious aboard this trip. But I intend to change all that. I'm going to blow all your forests away!
You care about me that much?
I care about you more than anything. You're my beautiful, devoted, adorable mate, and I don't want you to suffer. You don't need to think about the evil goddess now. You belong to me, and I won't let her lay a single finger on you, I promise. Well. Alright, let's end the episode here, and we'll continue tomorrow. So yeah, for now, hope you enjoyed. And we are getting to continue Sakura MMO free tomorrow. Also, obviously, link to the Steam store page of the game and the description, so if you want to support the developer, go on and do it. Also, you know, to cover up all of the endings by yourself also would be a great experience, I believe. Anywho, good night.